Hello my students, how are you? Today we will solve questions from المعاصر book Commulitive Assessment on Unit 7, Assessment number 1, on Lesson 1, Unit 7. Look at with me about question number 1 here. Complete the following. The least common multiplication of denominators of 5 over 7 and 3 over 4. Number 1. You want to find the least common multiplication about two denominators in 5 over 7 and 3 over 4. We can find the least common multiplication between 4 and 7 by multiplication them. 4 times 7 equal 28. So the least common multiplication is 28. Why? Because 7 can't divide by 4. So 7 multiplied 4 equal 28, or 7 plus 7 equal 14. 14 plus 7 equal 21. 21 can't divide by 4, so we must add 7 to 21. 21 plus 7 equal 28. 28 can divide by 4. So the least common multiplication between 7 and 4 is 28. The least common multiplication of denominators of 5 over 7 and 3 over 4 is 28. Question letter B. The shaped part represents space over 3. We have here 3 parts and he colored one part of them. 1 over 3 to present 1 over 3. Okay, about question letter B. Question letter C. The smallest like denominator of 5 over 6 and 3 over 4 is. He asked about what the smallest like denominator about 6 and 4. We know 6 can't divide by 4. So we must add 6 to 6. 6 plus 6 equal 12. 12 divided by 4 can divide by 4. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So the least common multiplication between them is 12. And the smallest like denominator, it's the smallest like denominator about 6 and 4. 6 and 4, the least common multiplication between them is 12. And 12 is the smallest like denominator of 5 over 6 and 3 over 4. So we must write 12 about this question. Question letter C. Okay. Question letter D here. 7 over 12 subtract by 7 over 12, letter D, subtract by 3 over 12. We must write 12 in denominator here, okay, because we have a like denominator. We must write denominator here, and 7 minus 3 equal 4. 4 over 12, we must divide it by 4 numerator and denominator. 4 divided by 4 equal 1. 4 over 12, we can divide it by 4 numerator and denominator. 4 divided by 4 equal 1. And 12 divided by 4 equal 3. So the result will be 1 over 3. Okay, it's about question letter D. Question letter E. 1 subtract by 1 over 8. We can find the result between them. Convert 1 here, 8 over 8. Subtract by 1 over 8. We can write 8 in denominator here, and 8 minus 1 equals 7. Then the result will be 7 over 8. So the result about question letter E. Question letter F. Question letter F here, 5 over 8 plus space equals 3 over 4 plus 1 over 4. We know 3 over 4 plus 1 over 4 equal 1. Then 5 over 8 plus 3 over 8 equal 1. Okay, so we must write 3 over 8 in space about question letter F. Again, 3 over 4 plus 1 over 4 equal 4 over 4 equal 1. 1 equal 5 over 8 plus 3 over 8. So we must write 3 over 8 in space here about question letter F. Okay, understood my students? Question number 2. Choose the correct answer from these ones. The simplest form of 12. Smallest. He asked about what? Smallest or simplest? Okay, simplest. Look at with me question letter A. Choose the correct answer. The simplest form of 12 over 18. We can simplify it by divided by 6 numerator and numerator. 12 divided by 6 equal 2. 18 divided by 6 equal 3. So we must choose letter P, 2 over 3 about question letter A. Question letter B here, the least common multiplication of denominator of half and 1 or 3 over 10. Yeah, he asked about the least common multiplication about two denominator here, 2 and 10. Is what we know 10 can divide by 2, 10 can divide by 2, so 10 is the least common multiplication between 10 and 2, so the least common multiplication will be 10. Understood? If you want to find the least common multiplication between two denominator, you must ask it yourself about the greatest number here, 10. 10 can divide by 2 or not? Yes, 10 can divide by 2, so 10 is the least common multiplication between 10 and 2. Understood? He asked about the least common multiplication between 10 and 2. 10 can divide by 2, so 10 is the least common multiplication between two fractions here. Question letter C. Which of the following is correct? 3 over 4 equal 4 over 3? It's false, because 3 times what equal 4? We haven't any number multiplied by 3 equal 4, so it's false. It was letter A. Look at letter B in question number C here. Look at here by left hand side here, 5 over 8 equal 15 over 18. It's wrong, because 3 times 5 equal 15 and 3 times 8 equal 24. We must cancel this number here, 18, and write 24. It's not correct, okay? It's not correct. And what about 1 over 2 equals 6 over 12? It's true. We must choose letter C about question letter C, because 6 is half of 12. 6 half of 12. Okay, understood? We must choose 1 over 2 equal to 6 over 12, because 6 half of 12. Or you can convert this fraction 1 over 2. It will be 6 over 12 by multiply 6 numerator and denominator here. 1 times 6 equals 6 and 2 times 6 equals 12. Then the result will be 6 over 12. About question letter C. Okay, letter D. The two fractions 1 over 5 and 1 over 4 are equivalent to the two common denominator fraction space, 4 over 5 or 5 over 4 or what? He asked about equivalent. We know 4 and 5, look at here, 4 and 5, least common multiplication between them is 20. Okay, so we must choose letter D. We must choose letter D. Why? Because 1 times 5 equal 5. Okay, and right here, I will write it here and convert in this part. Okay, look at here. We have 1 over 5 and 1 over 4. We can convert by least common multiplication between 4 and 5 equal 20. 4 times 1 equal 4 and 5 times 1 equal 5. So we have 5 over 20 and 4 over 20. The two fractions 1 over 5 and 1 over 4 are equivalent to the two common denominator fraction 5 over 20 and 4 over 20. Because 4 times 5 equal 20, 1 times 5 equal 5. 4 times 5 equal 20, 4 times 1 equal 4. Okay, understood? So in this example, we must write the least common multiplication between 5 and 4. Okay, next question, letter E here. 3 over 7 plus 4 over 7. We must write 7 in denominator because we have like denominator here. 3 over 7 plus 4 over 7. You must write 7 in denominator and then adding 2 digits here. 3 over 7 plus 4 over 7, write 7 in denominator. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 over 7 equal 1. Then the result will be 7 over 7 equal 1. We must choose 1. Letter B about question E. Okay, letter B. What about question F? He asked 5 over 15 or 1 over 3rd. We can cancel by divided by 5. We can simplify it. 5 divided by 5 equal 1. And 15 divided by 5 equal 3. Then the result will be 1 over 3. Okay, we must write equal. Okay, about letter F. Question number 3, word problems. Look at with me here. Imagine are half of pizza and some 1/3 of the same pizza. Write the fraction with like denominator using visual model. Yes. He asked about what? Imagine 8 half of pizza. Okay. Imagine 8 half of pizza. Let's imagine. And what about some 1/3 of pizza? Okay. some 8/3 of pizza. Write their fraction with like denominator. Okay, I can write here 1/2 and 1/3 by least common multiplication between them. Half equal what? We can write least common multiplication between them, it will be 6. Write 6 here and ask yourself 2 times what equals 6? 2 times 3 equals 6. Then 1 times 3 equals 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 1 equals 2. Okay. So imagine 8 half of the pizza greater than a sum 8/3 of the pizza. He asked using a visual model. We can using here the visual model here about half and third, and we can drawing 2 rectangles here, model 2 rectangle here, and divided the first 2 part here, 2 part half, and the second divided 3 part, and we must color the half of this rectangle here, and in this rectangle we must color the 1/3 here, and then we can convert by least common multiplication. We know it was half, convert it by write 6 in numerator, 2 times 3 equals 6, 1 times 3 equals 3, and next here third 1/3, it will be what? It will be 2/6. So we must divide it the down here in 2 parts. Okay, and we colored all this part, and here 3/6 half converted to 3/6, so we must divide it down here to 3 parts and write inside one of them here half, and inside of one of them equal 1/6, and here 1/3, and inside one of them equal 1/6. Okay, we can using here numerator using visual model or this model about pizza, color the circle and draw is half of the first and third of the second, or you can using drawing 2 rectangles here and colored the area here half and here third. Okay, it was question letter A. Look at with me about question letter B. A son spent 6/6 of his salary for renting a flat and 3/4 of his salary for eating and clothing. Okay, write the fraction with like denominator. A sum spent 1/6 this salary for renting and the flat, and 3/4 of salary eating and clothing. Write the fraction with like denominator. Okay, we can write 1/6, this is the first here, and second fraction 3/4. We can write least common multiplication between them, it will be 12. We can write 12 in numerator here and 12. 2 times 6 equal 12, 2 times 1 equal 2, 3 times 4 equal 12, 3 times 3 equal 9. So we can write 2 fraction with like denominator such that this example. Okay, understood? Okay, my students, next time I will solve cumulative assessment number 2. Okay, goodbye.